We've already established that despite of the wet and cooler than average summer, the region's drought conditions not only affect farmers, but our domestic grass lawns as well. However, Unreal Gardens Managing Director John Stobart believes he has at least one solution. His company supplies a one-stop shop of artificial and low-maintenance garden products.
Well, you might think I'm here for a picnic, but I'm not. I'm here now with John Stobart of Unreal Gardens because earlier we talked to the CLA about the drought conditions in Lincolnshire, and John and his company have a perfect solution, don't you, John? What is Unreal Gardens all about?
Unreal Gardens is about artificial and low maintenance garden and landscape products suitable for a wide range of applications, whether it's children, pet owners, agricultural use to a certain degree because we have a range of other products. But predominantly what we're trying to bring to people's forefront is really the artificial grass that we're actually sitting on now.
Okay, yeah.
It's incredibly drought tolerant, you see, because in today's sort of environmental climate, should I say, we've got a huge problem with rainfall, and you only have to look around and you see brown patches of land. Now people have an alternative now. There's no maintenance required. It doesn't grow. It doesn't need cuttings. No irrigation required. So it saves on water. It's fully recyclable. So it's very, very environmentally friendly.
Now we're sat on the grass, and I have to say, because I'm one of those that do like real gardens, but it's very soft. It's surprising actually that it's not spiky and it feels real, shall we say.
Yeah, it's unreal, it's unreal.
For many, the highlight of the show is the equine event, where both horses and some of the UK's most talented riders compete in a number of displays and riding competitions. Now, the show was first held at Grange de Lings in 1958, but it's been going ever since 1884. It's been attended by over 70,000 people for the last couple of years, and it's considered to be one of the largest agricultural shows of its kind in the country. Now it's time for the midday accumulator show jumping. Have a look. Now, just in case some of you might be interested to know, this year's Lincolnshire Show is spread across a massive 200 acres with 10,000 square metres of marquees, powered by an amazing 20 miles of electric cable. And with just short of 70,000 visitors, organisers also hope to provide a further 800 tables and 3,000 chairs. But last but not least, this event wouldn't exist without paper. This year's 68-page show programme produced no fewer than 45,000 copies. And believe it or not, this year's event will go through no fewer than 12,000 loo rolls. The Muse once again proved to be a popular haunt for thousands of visitors. And with over 600 trade stands selling everything from local artisan products to domestic frying pans and fashion, we asked the public just why they were so attracted to the Lincolnshire Show.
I think it's brilliant. It's been a lovely day, and our college sheep have won some prizes, so it's been really good. So the students have all been involved, and it's been a lovely day. we've had a great day.
Well, the atmosphere is good and it's good to see the showcase for Lincolnshire, really. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
This is my first time coming here and it's a really good impression. I really hope to come next year. There's loads of different stuff to do, there's different foods, and most of my friends also are here, so it's really good.
If I had to pick out a particular event, it would be the show jumping, because it is artistic, challenging, and I just love horses.
It's been fantastic. We found stalls and stands today that we've not seen before, and in the food area particularly, the quality of produce that's available is magnificent, and if it's all local, it's all Lincolnshire, then it makes you proud to be part of the whole county.
It seems a little bit bigger than last year, and there certainly seems to be a lot more people here. But yeah, on the whole, it seems pretty good. I'm enjoying myself.
It's a great show, as always, and we come every year if we can. It's just the weather's been a bit iffy today, but nothing we can do about that, is there?
Our next event was served cold and wet, just as the weathermen had predicted. Well, despite the inclement weather, the thunderous rain gave people an excellent opportunity to dash to the tents for a spot of boutique shopping, and people needed no excuse to be drawn once more to the mouth-watering delicacies of the food court. All but an hour later, the storm clouds had magically shifted, and people were back on the march, and pretty soon the malls, walkways and the arenas were once more full again.
Now I do believe it's time for something furry, cuddly, with sharp little teeth. Yes, it's time for the Parkville ferrets. First formed in 1996 by Simon Whitehead, they're going to put on a display and demonstration right here in the arena. Let's have a look.
Professional ferreter Simon Whitehead is a regular at the Lincolnshire Show, treating audiences to a series of ferret demonstrations, where his mission is to ensure that traditional ferreting is continued for further generations.
Ferreting and rabbit control is something that's in great demand at the minute, and during the winter I'm out being a traditional rabbit controller across East Anglia. But during the summer, when normally we have a lull in the rabbiting, I travel the country educating and demonstrating how we traditionally and organic harvest the rabbits. Unfortunately this year, with the weather and the amount of rabbits that are breeding, I'm being called upon to do summertime rabbiting as well, and we're trying to fit everything in, which can be quite strenuous and stressful at times.
Yes, Simon. And talking of stress, we advise our viewers not to try this trick at home. It's a goal! Rabbits 0, ferrets 1. And it's back to the players' bar for the drinks afterwards.
Welcome here to the main arena, where many will flock today to see them performing the judging, the racing and the majestic parades, where farm animals will once again be right at the heart of the 127th Lincolnshire Show.
It's worth pointing out that the show wouldn't really exist without the 100 stewards involved. They're the men with the distinctive bowler hats, each tasked to help regulate every aspect of the show.
So here I am down at the press tent, and with me is a very familiar face, ITV Yorkshire's Alan Hardwick. Now, Alan, you're here at the Lincolnshire Show and you're wearing a hat. Now, what
yes.
role are we in?
Right, I'm a steward at the show, and this is part of the steward's uniform, outfit.
Right.
So I know that, you know, for years I came to the show and I used to think, what are those people doing in bowler hats? And I never actually knew, really. But I can tell you being a steward is a very, very hard work.
And is this the role you're going to reprise next year?
Well, I hope so. If you have to be invited to be a steward.
Right, okay.
And then you have to be checked out. And despite the fact that, you know, I'm a journalist, they decided they would let me in.
It's nice, you've been allowed into the club.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah. I'm, you know, part of the county set now.
Oh dear. I should be curtsying to you.
No. It's quite all right, Mum. Later.
Thank you.
Next up, it's the Woodside Wildlife Team, where their experienced handlers introduce us to our most interesting set of birds of prey.
The Woodside Wildlife and Falconry team provide audiences with a fun-packed event, complete with their bird of prey entourage, which includes eagles, hawks, falcons, and even a vulture named Vernon. The Woodside Wildlife Park visitor attraction is said to be a tropical paradise for animals.
Woodside is a wildlife and falconry park just outside of Lincoln at Newbull, and we have a mixed collection of all species. We do primates like lemurs, we've got meerkats, we do birds of prey, and we've got a team of full-time people who help do all the animal management, and then we've got volunteers who also help us as well.
Peregrine Saker falcon. His name's George, male. It's a peregrine crossed with a Saker. It's a hybrid. It did very well in the show for the first time here. We like a bit more breeze for them to fly really well, but we haven't got that today. But he still did very well when you think of all the flags and the people and the tents and the vehicles, and he could have disappeared off and he didn't, so we've got him back, and that's good news.
The highlight of my day came when I was called upon to provide a sturdy arm for a passing owl to perch upon. As I stroked this amazing, tame and beautiful creature, I wonder what life and work must be like for the Woodside Wildlife Park team.
You must get a great sense of job satisfaction out of what you do.
Yeah, it's incredible because the thing with wildlife, you're always learning. So yeah, it's a fantastic sort of job to have, and like I say, every day is different. You never know what's going to happen. You know, you might find a baby meerkat, for example, or one of the birds has laid an egg. So it's always very exciting. Yeah.
I must say, Emma, my first Lincolnshire show, it's been a fabulous day for me. But in terms of the elements and the weather, it's like the two songs, isn't it? Raindrops keep falling in my head and bring me sunshine. We've had both.
We certainly have had both, and that completely goes against those interviews I did about a drought in Lincolnshire, but we still certainly do have a drought. We've not had enough rain yet. But I must say, I thoroughly enjoyed the show again. You obviously have. You enjoyed your pig
Very
racing?
much so. Piggy racing especially. I won £10, you know.
Did you? Drinks are on Sean later then. Well, that's it from the 127th Lincolnshire Show. So until next time, from both of us, goodbye.
Goodbye. We love living in Lincolnshire.
I was born here.
I love Lincolnshire.
I love living in Lincolnshire.
I love living in Lincolnshire.
I love living in Lincolnshire, it's wonderful.
I love Lincolnshire.
Well, I love Lincolnshire because I was bred there. Well.
I love living in Lincolnshire.
I do love Lincolnshire.
I love Lincolnshire.